He survived Order 66. He endured years of being hunted, of pain, of grief. But that's not what makes Cal Kestis a different kind of Jedi. What makes him unique is the constant tension between the light and the darkness. Cal isn't Anakin Skywalker. He doesn't dream of power. He's not trying to save his loved ones at any cost. And yet, he kills in anger, wields his saber like a release, and sometimes lets the dark side emerge knowingly. In Jedi Survivor, the lines blur. Is Cal acting out of justice or vengeance? Is he saving lives or diving deeper into a cycle of hatred that he refuses to admit? This video explores that subtle descent into shadow and what separates or connects him to other iconic figures like Anakin Skywalker and Bode Akuna. But above all, we'll ask this question: is the dark side inevitable for a Jedi who's lost too much? Or can Cal still find redemption? When Jedi Survivor begins, Cal is already different. He's no longer just running from the Empire. He hunts, he strikes, he kills often without hesitation. From the very first hours of the game, something feels broken. Cal hasn't just grown older. He's wounded, tired, and silently angry. And that anger is dangerous because it shows in his movements, his words, and most of all, his choices. Take his fight against Revis. Cal goes far beyond what's necessary. He finishes him off with such ferocity that it's clear this isn't justice speaking, it's revenge. When he taps into dark side powers in that intense, shaky cam sequence, eyes darkened, it's not a loss of control. It's a conscious decision. Cal gives in, willingly, to his need to destroy. Not for power, but to ease a pain he can't carry anymore. Cere's death, lost illusions, a never-ending war. It all drives him closer to the edge. What makes his descent so compelling is that it's not a sudden collapse like Anakin's. It's slow, progressive, and quiet, which makes it more real, more human. Anakin Skywalker was the chosen one, the most promising Jedi of his era, but his fear of loss pushed him to embrace the dark side just to avoid feeling pain again. This is where the parallel with Cal Kestis becomes fascinating, because Cal experiences the same trials: the death of a mentor, Cere and Obi-Wan, love at risk, Merrin and Padme, impossible responsibilities. But their reactions differ. Anakin seeks total control. He believes the only way to prevent pain is to bend reality to his will. Cal instead bends but doesn't break. He falls but rises again. In Survivor, we see Cal falter, tempted by vengeance, violence, secrecy, but he never makes Anakin's decisive choice to betray his principles for the sake of one person. That's the key difference. Cal refuses to sacrifice his friends for his own ego. He doesn't want to be a savior. He just wants to protect what's left in his own way without giving up his remaining faith. Bode isn't just an antagonist. He's Cal's distorted mirror, a living what if. Like Cal, he's lost loved ones. Like Cal, he hides his pain behind missions. But where Cal leans on others, Bode isolates himself. The scariest part? Bode is a Jedi too. He went through the same war, the same betrayal, the same fall. But he made the same choice Anakin did: sacrifice everything for one person, his daughter, Kata. When Bode kills Eno Cordova, you feel that Cal could have made that same choice. But he doesn't. He refuses to become Bode, even though everything tempts him. This contrast works as a warning. Bode is the monster Cal could become if he ever let his rage consume him completely. And yet, despite the conflict, Cal doesn't kill Bode out of hate. He kills him with sorrow, almost regret. This shows that even at the edge of darkness, Cal still holds onto a thread of light. The good news? We can all take steps to fight climate change, from reducing our carbon footprint to supporting clean energy. Cere passes him her wisdom. Merrin soothes his soul. Greez gives him a found family. Even Kata, in the end, reminds him there's always someone to protect, not just avenge. In Jedi Survivor, Cal nears the edge. But at every critical moment, it's his companions who pull him back. When he's ready to give up, Merrin reminds him he's not alone. When he's consumed by rage, Greez brings calm with a simple meal. And most of all, after Cere dies, Cal doesn't fully surrender to vengeance. He fights because she would have wanted him to stay true to himself. This lingering light, even in the darkest times, is what makes redemption possible. And unlike Anakin, Cal still has time to choose. Tanalorr, the hidden planet, might be a symbol of that. A sanctuary not for running away, but for rebuilding. Cal is a survivor, a warrior, but also a broken soul. He has flirted with darkness, felt hatred, made questionable decisions, and yet he has never fully denied who he is. What makes Cal unique is that he doesn't seek glory or domination, only peace. An inner peace he hasn't found yet, but that still feels within reach. In a third game, he'll have to face one last question. Can he remain a Jedi without becoming just another tool for endless war? Can he protect but without becoming a killer? Can he love without fearing loss so deeply that it destroys him? Cal Kestis may not be a perfect hero, but it's because he wrestles with his darkness that he might just be the most human Jedi we've ever seen.